Welcome everyone to beautiful Marybowl in Livonia for continuing action of our 2018 Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. I'm Mark Martin and I'm excited that you're joining me for this very special series of episodes. Now, as we all know, these young bowlers represent the future of our sport and our future couldn't look brighter. So we started the challenge with 8 teams competing. Century Bowl, 2017 champion Cherry Hill Lanes North, 5-star lanes, defending champion Oak Lanes, Thunderbowl Lanes, Woodland Lanes, and the home team Marybowl, all going head-to-head in Baker format. Now at the end of the match, our winning team will move into the semifinal round and await the winners from the other first-round matches. So we start with 8 teams, then 4, then 2, and finally a champion will be crowned. Our final first-round match features 2 newcomers to our youth challenge. 5-star lanes head-to-head against Thunderbowl lanes. The winner, they take the last spot in the semifinal rounds. Hold on to your seats, this is going to be exciting. So joining me today to help bring you all the action and expert analysis is Hall of Fame bowler Sandy Schultz. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back with the start of the match, right here on Bowling Showcase.
We've won a lot of professional tournaments. We've won a lot of tournaments worldwide. I mean, we won more in the last 10 years worldwide than any company. We make good bowling balls, and good players use our bowling balls because they can win with them.
Hello, and thank you for joining us. My name is Rich Glum, Managing Partner of Marybowl Lanes. And on behalf of my entire team, we're excited to host this year's 2018 Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. It's at this time we like to turn it over to Mark Martin in the Metro Detroit USBC. Take it away, Mark!
Here we are in the final week of first round competition in the Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. Sandy Schultz, thanks for joining us.
Oh, absolutely, Mark. Glad to be here.
Okay, so today we've got the 5-star lanes team. On paper, it's probably the best team in the competition.
Yeah, I think it looks like to be the same, yeah.
Against the Thunderbowl lanes team.
But it's one game.
It's one
Anybody
game, you
can
just
win a game.
never know.
Yes,
that's
you
right.
never know.
We'll see. So 5-star lanes, now up on the left-hand lane, Danny DeCrute. She came in second in Macomb County to her teammate, Stephanie Schalk. And a high average of 212.
That's a good start. Yep, she came a little bit high, left the 4-pin. Good ball.
Danny's a 10th grader at Lakeshore High School. Bowls at 5-star. And her favorite subject in school is geometry. Did you like geometry?
No. Was that a long enough answer for you?
I wasn't too bad in geometry. Probably algebra was my favorite, though.
So she went across lane, let it hook.
And covered it up.
Good spare. Math. I like math.
I like math, for sure.
Yeah.
So Ryan Bishop up now for the Thunderbowl Lanes team. You might remember Ryan. He bowled for Mayflower in the past. 160 high average. I'm sorry, looking at the wrong sheet. 180 high average.
Oh, we went a little bit to the left of the head pin. Left a 6, 9, 10.
Another cross alley spare.
Yes, see, he's going to get a spare ball, a ball that doesn't hook. It takes that hook factor out. It makes it a little bit easier. Go across lane. Looks like he has an interchangeable thumb. That's used so that every ball you throw will always feel the same.
Feel in a bowling ball is so critical.
It is, because if it's a little bit too tight, you hang it, you don't clear the ball, it could affect the way the shot rolls down the lane.
George, your order's ready.
misses it.
Got one. Second up for the 5-Star Lanes team, Ian Casimir. Ian, high average of 210. He's a sophomore at Schoolcraft College. He has won 300 game, and he's a huge Red Wings fan.
Looks like the ball deflected just a little bit. He might have caught a little bit too much oil, which prevents the ball from driving at the back end of the lane. He left a 4-5. It can fit between them. It's really the only way to make this spare.
So this is a baby split also.
Yeah, unlike the 310 though, you can only make this one one way.
Right,
I don't think you can hit the outside of either of those pins to make that spare.
You could, but the probability goes way down.
No, you need to really go between them. The ball will fit between those two pins.
Right.
Looks like you, a little bit too
one.
much, yeah. You have to hit it just perfect.
The 5-Star Lanes team is coached by Ashley Crivy and Steve Crivy, her dad. Ashley's sporting a nice little sling because she had some elbow surgery here recently. Next up, Ahmed Rashad for Thunderbowl Lanes. 160 average bowler, been bowling only for a couple of years. 11th grader at Dearborn High School.
Good shot. Good
Great
shot. Yep. He didn't rush that shot. He took his time.
So David DeCroot, Danny's older brother, senior at Lakeshore High School. He's up now on the left-hand lane for 5-Star Lanes, high average of 216. Says he's made the 7-10 split 4 times.
Holy mackerel, that's a lot.
It is.
I've never made it.
Nor have I. Little tight, leaves a 4-pin. He has 2 300 games. Made third-team All-State last year.
Rich, you have a phone call on line 1.
He likes to
Rich,
fish.
Line 1.
Oh, there you go.
Good cover by David. Sean Trulio, 9th grader at Dearborn High School. He's only been bowling for 1 year, got a 152 high average.
Good for him.
His favorite subject in school is yours, math. Yours and mine.
Looks good. Oh, 5-pin.
Leaves a 5-pin.
That's the pin that sits right behind the head pin, so that's a relatively easy spare. Just throw a strike target. No adjustment really needed.
Right. And covers
Very
it.
good.
So after 3 frames, Thunderbowl has a 1-pin lead, 28-27.
Yeah, it's very close. They each only have 1 open, and both teams have 2 marks.
Yep, and both teams working on a spare. So next up for the 5-Star Lanes team is Zachary Gear. Zachary, high average of 203, got a number of titles to his credit, including the MD USBC Junior Masters, the reigning champion 2018. 2-hander.
Wow, very powerful.
Throws a strike.
Good shot.
Hannah Greenwell, 12th grader at Dearborn High School. Was captain of her high school team for 3 years.
Looks like she tugged it a little bit. Oh, almost
crossed
caught
over.
the Brooklyn, yeah.
Left the 2-8.
She's got that sleeper. She's got to hit this straight on. The sleeper is the pin in the back. If you catch too much of that front pin, you'll miss the back pin.
Straight on, go straight back.
Yep. Just like that.
Just like that. Doing a clinic for us. Okay, the fifth bowler for the five-star lanes team, Stephanie Schulk. She's the reigning Metro Detroit USBC Junior Masters Girls Champion.
Oh, they have a strong team.
They do.
A lot of titles and accolades on their team.
That's right. Here's the Macomb County High School Singles Champion in 2018.
Oh, good shot.
Big strike.
Yep.
Double for five-star.
That's our first double of the day.
That's right. That'll extend their lead. Jonathan Whitsett. Jonathan graduated from Southgate High School. He's a big music fan and a gamer. High average of 206. Been bowling for 8 years. And throws a strike. So after 5 frames, the five-star lanes team has a 11-pin lead, and working on a double. And the Thunderbowl lanes team, again, down by 11, working on a strike. So anything can happen in the second half.
Yeah, they can throw that. If they throw that next strike, that Thunderbowl team gets that next strike. That puts them right back in this match. So it's still a very close game.
That's right. The match will. Teams are going to switch sides. We'll be back after these messages to complete the match. Again, five-star lanes with an 11-pin lead going to the break right here on Bowling Showcase.
The hug pickup, the home run swing, the drum major high step, the genuine joy, the unforgettable party, the food, the friends, the original social network. No matter who you are, it's always a great time. Grab your family, find a friend, and go bowling.
Here we're back at the Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. Got an exciting match going on. Five-star lanes and Thunderbowl lanes. Five-star with that 11-pin lead, working on a double going to the second half of the match. Sandy, what do you see so far?
You know what? Both teams are maintaining their marks. They've had one open only because it was a hard spare, so the game is still very close, and they're going to keep fighting to try and win this match.
That's right. So now up, Thunderbowl lanes, Ryan Bishop for the Thunderbowl lanes team on lane 5. Coach Paul Marcon is coaching Thunderbowl lanes.
He's got to get his interchangeable thumb out of his spare ball.
Yeah. Oops.
That sometimes that's a problem. Most people carry more than one just for emergency situations.
Ryan's a 10th grader at Livonia Clarenceville High School. Been bowling for 10 years.
Great shot. Great shot.
That was a big shot.
You know, a lot of times
Thunderbowl.
after the teams make the change of lanes, the lane plays a little bit different, but he threw a really good shot to get that double.
He did. Danny DeCroot
good
now.
off.
Danny back in the first frame, left the 4-pin, but covered it.
Looks good. Oh, she left that 4-5. We saw that earlier today.
We did.
Maybe she can show us how to fit it between them.
That's right. She needs to make this spare to stay close in the match, because now
true.
Thunderbowl is now forged out to a 1-pin lead.
Oh, so close.
Good try. 5-star 103 through 6. Thunderbowl 66 through 4, working on a double. Ahmed Rashad threw a strike back in the second frame. Be a perfect time for another one.
One frame can change the whole dynamics of the team, the game.
It sure can. World history and social studies is Ahmed's favorite subject in school.
Oh, he came high. Hooked a little bit too much.
Looks like he might have got a little bit slow on that one.
Yeah, it looked like, that's what I think too. Left a 3, 6, 9, 10. It's a makeable spare, but you got that sleeper in the back. We've seen that a lot the last few weeks.
Yep.
You got to get that back pin.
3, 6, 9, 10. Very makeable.
It's going cross lane.
Oh, got 9.
Going back and forth here.
It is. So 5-star has a chance now to go back out, take the lead. Ian Casimir, our Red Wings fan. Of course, I think everybody in this market is a sports fan of all of our teams.
Certainly.
210 high average. Works the counter at luxury lanes.
Good form. Good shot.
Good shot.
Yep. Very
Shot by
methodical.
Ian.
Keeps his game. Looks like he keeps his game simple.
Yep,
Sometimes too many things in your mind can just make it so much harder.
5-star now has a 3-pin lead. With
Wow, this is a
Thunderbowl.
really close match.
Sean Trulio up for Thunderbowl on the left-hand side on lane 5.
Oh, there you go.
Throws the strike, answers the call.
I thought maybe he lofted it too much, but it worked.
He did.
Yeah.
I agree. So David DeCroot, 216 high average, 3.6 grade point average.
I wonder if he has a system for making that 710 that he could teach me. Oh, he left a bucket.
2458.
Again, this is a spare that has a sleeper. This one's easier than the last one, though. This one can just hook right into it. The only factor involved with this spare is not chopping and leaving the 5-pin stand alone.
Right. Throwing it like the strike pocket just kind of moved over
Move to
a
the
little
right,
bit.
yep. And with that, good job. With that spare, you're hooking into it, whereas the other spare that we saw, the 3, 6, 9, 10, you're kind of hooking away from it, makes
Right.
it harder.
Right. Hannah Greenwell. She's a mentor for Special Olympics bowling team.
Oh, good for her.
Thunderbowl working on a strike here, down by 3 pins. Crosses over and leaves the 4-pin.
Yep. Looks like she's just going to use her strike ball.
That's what it looks like to me,
Yep.
too. Her favorite subject in school is art.
It's not exactly the corner pin, so it should be okay.
So she hopes to bowl for Siena Heights next year. Maybe she should talk to Coach Charles Kane, who's the coach there.
Good job.
Good cover.
Good cover. She would have gotten the 7-pin as well.
Okay, Zachary Gear now up. So Zachary Gear now up on the right-hand lane. Remember, he threw that solid strike back in the 4th frame to kind of help 5-star get out to a lead. 5-star's got a 3-pin lead still. Zachary Gear up here in the 9th.
Looks like a good shot. Oh, yeah. Great shot.
That strike. Here we go to the 10th frame.
Wow, how exciting.
5-star up by 3 pins, working on a strike. Thunderbowl working on a spare. Up for Thunderbowl, Jonathan Whitsett. Been bowling for 8 years. He has a little different approach. If you
Yeah,
recall
a little
from
bit different. Not common for sure. Oh, that was a good shot, though.
Great shot.
You know, we talked about it before. It's all in how you make your game work. Not
Right.
everyone is going to be book style,
Correct.
textbook style. So, and you can see when he releases the ball, he's got a great shot.
Right.
It's just how he gets to the line is a little bit different than common. Going across lane, make the 7-pin. Good spare.
And covers it. Looks like he was a little concerned.
I know.
There
I
for a
thought
second.
I couldn't tell. I thought maybe he was going to miss it the way his reaction was, but no doubt.
Jonathan's high average 206. You can tell by his release. He releases the ball very nice.
Yeah. With that spare, I think he looks like he forced the other team to at least mark.
Correct.
So that was an important spare with a lot of pressure. Oh, he fouled. You're supposed to. You need to stay behind the foul line. See that red light? His foot must have gone over the foul line, so he gets 0.
It fouled for 169 for Thunderbowl. But
That's
5-star still
unfortunate.
has to mark. They still have to mark. We'll get some really good count
Yeah,
here.
I think they.
So Stephanie Schulk's up for the 5-star team.
You know, I saw him foul in practice, and I was worried that that might happen.
7 pins for Stephanie.
She left the 2-4-5. It's very just like the bucket, except she has a little bit easier chance because she doesn't have that back pin.
Okay, so here's the way it is. Stephanie needs to cover this. She needs to get 2 pins
2, yeah.
to win the game. If for some reason she gets 1, then we'd have a tie game. The tie game would mean be a 1-ball roll-off by the person designated by each team.
That's brutal. 1 ball.
Yes, but
She got it.
she covered it.
Good job. That's why she's anchor. Good spare. That was a close game.
It was. 5-star with a strike here by Stephanie would be 183. Thunderbolt's already in with 169 on that unfortunate foul by Jonathan Whitsett. But as it turns out,
It wouldn't have mattered.
it probably wouldn't have mattered. Let's see what the pin count is here before we actually say it for sure.
Yeah,
On the other hand, you know, the dynamics sometimes
that's
change.
right. The pressure would have been a little bit different had she known she needed a strike or
the
a
spare,
double or
right.
spare. Yeah.
I think Stephanie's kind of used to pressure
Yes.
with the titles.
with her resume, it looks like it.
That's right.
Some of these kids are so young; they have so much already underneath their belts. Good job.
Okay, so the final score in this game, 5-star moves on to the semifinals. They're the last team to punch their ticket for the semifinals. 5-star 183, Thunderbowl 169. Pretty exciting match all the way through.
It was
Sandy.
very exciting. You know, Thunderbowl hung in there and made it a close match, and all the way to the 9th frame, it was anyone's game. So they should be very proud of their performance today.
I would agree. So we'll be back right after these messages with Rich Glom, our proprietor here at Mary Bowl. We appreciate all of his support. Interviewing the winning team right here on Bowling Showcase. Michigan State USBC provides tournament competition and recognition for men, women, and youth in Michigan. The championship events for this season include the Women's Championship beginning in February in Lansing, the Open Championship beginning in January in Grand Blanc, and the Youth Championship beginning in March in Granville and Comstock Park. These events are open to all members of the association based on gender and membership. Other events for higher average bowlers include the Youth Masters in November in Battle Creek, the Queens in April in Sanford, the Senior Masters for those over 50 in March, and Masters in April, both in Battle Creek. Pepsi Youth events take place in your league, with qualifiers advancing to the state finals in May in Troy and Sterling Heights. Visit MichiganStateUSBC.com for entry blanks and more information on the Michigan State USBC.
Welcome back, everyone. What an exciting match. Coach, what was the turning point of that amazing, amazing game?
Probably David making the bucket.
That's a very difficult spare to make under any circumstance, let alone being on TV and in such a critical position. We want to say congratulations to the 5-star team and moving on to the semifinals. Let's give it up for 5-star.
But next week here on Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge, we move into the semifinal round. Once again, Cherry Hill Lanes North, the 2017 champion, versus the Phantom Strikers from Marybowl and Coach John Kurtz. So we'll see you next week on Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. Thanks for joining us.